What makes running a small business so dang hard? And that's not just a feeling, it's a statistical fact. Over 50% of small businesses will fail in the first 5 years, according to the SBA. And when you fail, it's not like you just get to walk away and go get another job. You might have a bunch of debt following you behind your endeavor. So you're good at one thing, but you got to do all the other stuff, and it's really hard. Why? I think it's not what we need to do every day. I think it's managing the emotions around building our business. Let's explore that for a second. You're running a small business and you have emotional ties with a lot of people. You have emotional ties with your clients. If you're the provider of a product, you want to make sure your clients are satisfied with what they do, what they get. So they come back to you more often and they give you big sums of money. There's a lot of emotion that goes into keeping someone happy. There's also your employees. You're running a business. You have people who are relying on you for a paycheck. So you feel a burden there, and you want to make sure that they feel heard, understood, and valued so they don't leave you. Oh, and then you've got your vendors who provide you with the stuff that you need, but there's still emotional contracts that go in there. Business partners, if you have them as well. That's just the business side. And that's not the most complex emotional issue that we have. Family and friends. You've got family that don't see you as much as they would like because, come on, we're busy running a small business. And you've got friends who are cheering for you, but they don't understand what you do. They get a check from corporate every 2 weeks. They don't understand why you had to go in on Saturday morning because that box had to get shipped. They think it's the weekend. What are you doing going in and working? They don't get it. But that still isn't the toughest emotion around running a small business. It's not your vendors. It's not your clients. It's not your partners. It's not your family. It's not your friends. It's you. It's you. It's dealing with your own emotions. That's why running a small business is so hard. This came to me because I read an article on a concept I had never heard of before. But when I read it, I said, yep, that's a thing. It was an article on what they called professional heartbreak. Now, just saying those words, didn't that just cut right through you? Oh, professional heartbreak. Something you really wanted in the business, and it didn't happen. There was a big deal you were up for, and you didn't get it. You spent 6 months getting ready to launch a product, and it flopped. Or after 24 months or 36 months, you realize my business can't go on. I need to close. That is professional heartbreak. And just like personal heartbreak, it's heavy and it wears you down and it affects your decisions and it really kind of messes with you. The reason why it's so hard, though, is because your emotions are yours to manage. And as we just talked about, they're not independent. If you're walking around devastating that your latest product didn't work, your family notices, your friends are curious why you didn't show up last Saturday, your vendors are sitting there waiting for their late payment, your employees are wondering why you've been so grumpy, your clients definitely noticed it, and all of this has to still get processed by you. Professional heartbreak. I'd never heard that term, and I wanted to share it. So if you find yourself there, how would I tell you to handle it? I think the first thing I would say is honor it. Know that it is a thing. Even though we just learned the term, we all knew it was a thing. Honor it and express it. Either journal it or talk to a coach, or even if you tell your spouse but they don't understand, just get it out and honor the fact that you have to grieve, because professional heartbreak is something you need to grieve. The second thing you should do is know that you're not alone. Every small business owner that's watching this video right now, can you not relate with that concept? Yeah. So talk to a peer. I think if you could find a peer, a business owner friend, and you opened up to them, I think that conversation would be more enlightening than you think. Here's a last piece of advice from me. Don't stop dreaming. You're not going to nail it every time, but you won't nail it if you stop trying. Professional heartbreak. What a term, man. That just hit me like a ton of bricks. And hopefully it's something that you can draw your awareness to so you don't get stuck with it next time it happens to you. For Horicon Bank, I'm Pat Miller, publisher of the Small Business Summary newsletter. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.